Today we are doing a camera test for the Sony FX3, and I'm just gonna be doing different exposure values just to see when and where the footage will start to break and deteriorate if I say underexpose or overexpose it too much. I've been trusting false color for a while now, but if I were ever in any situation where I didn't have any monitor for me to check false color, because the FX3 doesn't have any false color built in, I'd be able to look at the exposure step and gauge how much of the footage I will be able to salvage if I don't have any control over the light. This is perfectly exposed, and how we're going to be doing it is I'm just going to be doubling the shutter speed as we progress, and you'll be able to see how the footage holds up. And I'm going to be grading everything to almost match one another and see where it starts to get destroyed. Doing tests like this, knowing where you should expose your camera and knowing your tools enough so that you'll be able to know where you can push it and where you shouldn't be pushing it when you're in tricky situations where you don't really have control over the light. And if you are on a time crunch and you really need to move fast on set, I think that these tests are important. A lot of people say that, oh, you don't really need to do testing, like very in-depth tests on your cameras. And to a certain extent, yes, if you're working on a set with proper ACs and camera technicians who know their shit, especially if you're working on lower or smaller budget productions. And it's always good to have the info, to have the knowledge on how far you can push things and still make it look good. Every DP should be able to know the limits of their tools and where and how you can actually push it. These are all going to be graded to match each other. I won't be adding any grain for the purposes of this video, and I won't be denoising anything. But I have a film preset that I am developing right now for myself currently, and I may or may not use it to make it look like film, but I will not use grain or any noise reduction, just so that we're going to be able to look at everything in its natural order. And note that we are shooting on ISO 800 on a 50mm Canon FD. I've set to, I think, f2.8, and we are shooting 25 frames a second. So this is where the camera says that I am perfectly exposed at, and I've just removed one stop of light by doubling my shutter speed. Right now we are about -0.3, -0.7 on the exposure step based on the FX3. I'm gonna lose another stop, and we are quite underexposed, even on the monitor as well. I don't know if you can see it, but we are now slowly going into underexposed territory. We have now lost another stop of light, and as you can see, we are quite dark now. I'm gonna go the other way. We are gaining one stop of light. This is another stop, another one. This is as bright as we get. Oh, and by the way, I'm still working on the Atlas Mercury and Blazar Remus video. I'm still filming some parts and recording some parts, so stay tuned for that one. That one's gonna be a fun video. So does like, comment, subscribe still work on YouTube? Go ahead and do that, and turn on the bell. You'll be able to know when I do upload that video. Okay, bye.